Hey friends, this is Heather. Hope you're all doing all right. I know so many of us are stressed right now, and what I wanted to share with you is how to cut a pineapple. Because great snack to stress eat. It's low in calories, packed with nutrients and compounds that help boost your immune system, reduce inflammation, all kinds of good stuff. Bromelain can help your digestion, and it's just delicious. It's one of my favorite fruits. The only downside is that it's very acidic, and if you're like me, you can only eat so much before your tongue goes numb. So first of all, how do you pick a pineapple? I usually pick one that has a little bit of yellow to it. This one has been sitting on my counter for about a week, and it looks pretty perfect to cut open right now. So there are a lot of ways that people test whether their pineapple is ripe. One that I've heard is to pull off a leaf, and if it comes off easily, then it's ripe. But for instance, this one doesn't do that, and I'm pretty positive that it's ripe inside. It's still got some green, but the bottom is looking quite ripe. And in fact, there's a tiny little bit of mold on the stem. So when it gets to that point, I know I want to start cutting it. Also, the fruit flies have been accumulating, so I kind of want to get this cut. Honestly, I usually test them by smell. This one smells so good. So we're gonna cut it. Are you ready, my friends? You need a large knife and a cutting board. Now, I know this might look intimidating, and I know lots of grocery stores sell pineapples that are all cut and ready to go, but I don't want you to be intimidated by this. It's super easy, it's super fun. I find it really satisfying. So I start by just getting it on one side, make sure it's stable, hold it with one hand here, hold your knife, and just slice off the crown. You could maybe use that in a costume or something, or you can put it in your compost. Cut off the butt. Now, depending on your pineapple, it's gonna ripen at the bottom first. So like I said, there's a little tiny bit of mold on the outside here, and sometimes the inside at the bottom will go a little off before the top is fully ripe. It starts to ripen from the bottom. So sometimes I trim a little bit extra off. Like, see how this center bit is a little bit brown? I might trim like just a little bit more off. If you're like me, you can always just cut this up and have this as a snack while you're chopping, so as not to waste. Then what we're gonna do is stand it up and cut off the outside. And you can just follow the curve of the pineapple. Tucks in a little bit at the bottom. I remember reading a book one time. It was set in Hawaii, and there was something about a saying that was related to how many eyes are left on the pineapple when you cut it. You see this little eye here? I've done a good job here. There we go. See how there's little eyes here? I don't remember what that saying was, and I've tried to remember what book I read that in, but I can't. If anyone knows what that book is, I would love to know that saying, because I think it should be my guiding principle in life. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I love pineapple. All right, so clean off any little bits that you don't want stuck to your pineapple. And then you'll see we have what looks like what comes in the grocery store version. And they press out the core and they take it out, but I really like the core. It's got a nice crunch to it. So what I usually do from here is I make sure this is stable, and then I cut it straight down the middle, twist it and do 90 degrees so you're getting 4 quarters, like so. And then I will cut the center bit out. Sometimes I leave this in if it's just for me, because I like the center bit attached to the pineapple, because then I get a combo of crunchy and soft. But most people don't like this bit, so you can cut this out. And if you're like me and you like it, you can just eat this. And while you're munching, you can repeat. Cut out the middle. Save that for your own snacks. And then from here you have choices. So you could just save them like this if you want flexibility in what you do with this pineapple. If you want to just cut bite-sized morsels, what I usually do is take one section and cut it in 2 or maybe 3. I'll show you 3. So you just cut it lengthwise and then stabilize it and cut it however thick you want it. You could do medium, you could do thick, you could do real thin. Depends what you're using it for, really. If it's just for snacking, this is what I do. So it's like this size. I think they call those niblets in the canning industry. Or no, tidbits. Pineapple tidbits. And then yeah, so like I said, you can leave them as big long chunks. You can cut them up. Every time I cut a section, I get a tidbit for myself. Then we just transfer the tidbits to a container, and then you can keep that in the fridge. No fruit flies, and on-demand, delicious pineapple for snacking whenever you want it. So see, that's super easy, right? Hope that helps all you pineapple lovers out there. Thanks for tuning in. Leave me any questions or comments down below. I would love to hear if anyone has fun ideas for using the crown of your pineapple, and how many of you like the center bit of the pineapple like me. Well, friends, stay safe, stay healthy. Hope you enjoy some pineapple, and we will talk soon. Bye.